going on? We are back for the second to last home game of the Berlin football season. Sadly. Yeah. So tell me, what can we expect tonight from these two teams? Well, practically. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. We are live from the shores of the Berlin Lagoon from 3140 Berlin Station Road. We are back for football Friday night between the Olentangy Berlin Bears and the Dublin Jerome Celtics. I'm Alex Stargatz alongside my partner John Snuffer. John, welcome back, man.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited for some football. How about you?
I'm extremely excited. I mean, I love the sport. Almost giving up my entire middle school years to it, but it's great. I love it.
Same here, brother. Yeah. And speaking of middle school, tonight is Future Bear Night. We have our lovely Cheer with the Bear participants, and scattered across the stands are the Berlin and Berkshire middle school football players as they prepare to watch their future high school take on this Dublin Jerome Celtic team.
You know what, Alex? Can I start off with a question? Can I start with a question, Alex?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Sorry. Do you remember what that program was called? With the football players?
What is it?
From Paws to Claws.
From Paws to Claws, that is right.
Yes, sir.
I still have that T-shirt.
I still do.
Somewhere in my closet somewhere, you know.
Looking like an extra small right now for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here, man. Tell me about this Celtic team, man.
This Celtic team is, I believe, 4-3. They are positive on the season. Unlike the Bears, they are 2-5. They are looking pretty solid, honestly, but they are missing a couple of their players.
Yeah. Had a very solid start to the season. Here come the Berlin Bears running out of the Bearhead.
Lincoln Cuckoo leading the front. Alongside Hudson Altman and Mason Quatman.
Student section on their feet and ready to cheer on their squad. Yeah, this Celtic team, they started off hot. They got hit with the injury bug recently and dropped 2 straight games before rebounding against Hilliard Derby last weekend. But that game was also a nail-biter. They were down 14-3 heading into the 4th. And they came back and won 18-14 off of a pick 6. So, you know, this Dublin Jerome team, you know, they're kind of coming in on a little bit of a skid, but they picked up the wheels last week, and I'm sure they're excited this week because they got their star wide receiver, Matthew Giantonio. He is back. He is playing tonight.
Absolutely. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, their quarterback is still out. Their starter.
Yes, quarterback is still out. Injured hand, throwing hand, to be specific. So, you know, that's kind of an issue. Sophomore Rocco Lombardi will be taking over the reins of this Jerome offense. He's looked pretty solid so far. Little bit of struggles against that game against Marysville, but it looks like last week he really picked it up and got comfortable within the offense and was able to catch that win.
You know, Alex, let's look at it. At the sideline, for those who chose to pay for the video stream, who are we seeing injured on the sideline?
For the Berlin Bears.
For the Bears.
You're seeing right guard Bennett Donahoe. He is out.
Recently just got surgery.
Yes, recently surgery. Landon Arnold.
Getting wheeled around the school.
Yeah, Landon Arnold is back. As Jerome kicks off, Ailes and Clark back to return. Clark's going to get it at the 10, 15.
Here we go.
Runs into his own man. Up to the 20. Cut out. 25, 30, 35.
Keep going.
Pushed out of bounds by the kicker. What a great start for the Bears.
This is absolutely exhilarating. You know, it's really boring when I have to watch college football and they're all prancing around the field acting like they're all that when they just wave their arm and catch that football. I love this high school football mentality that we're going to take that ball and you're going to shove it down the other team's throat.
Yeah, a lot of the time these are the last games some of these guys are ever going to play. And, you know, they got to, play it like it's their last.
Absolutely.
As it looks like Berlin did get a flag on the play. They're going to be pushed back to the 10-yard line. Not sure where that came from. Possible holding, chop block. Not sure, but we will see this Berlin offense. They were hot last week, put up 26 points against Thomas Worthington, their most of the season.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 6. Who is that?
Chase Cone.
Chase Cone is wearing a cowboy collar.
Heck yeah, man.
Love to see it. Haven't seen that since middle school days.
Les is lined up in the shotgun. Clark to his left. 2 wide receivers split out on both sides. Shotgun snap. Les rolling out to the left. Scanning. Brought down. That's Drew Nodenhauser with the sack. Tackle for loss.
Let's talk about this boy Hudson Allman.
He's been a very solid player so far. Very solid.
Plays both sides.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know if he's exploring his options outside of Miami. I don't know if he's exploring his options outside of Miami, but he is fully committed, quote unquote. He is looking to play, I believe, left tackle for Miami on defense, if that's the correct term I should be using.
RPO play. Les fakes the handoff, finds Landon Sexton for a 10-yard gain and the first down.
Not to bring up some sadness and gloominess, but one of our injured players tonight, where is he? Leon Donahue, I believe. He's injured tonight.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yes, he is also highly recruited.
Star linebacker. Les lined up in the shotgun. Clark to his left. Two receivers to his right. One receiver field side. That's Tony Johnson. Clark's going to take the handoff. Bounces left. Makes a move. Brought down on the play by the Jerome defense. Braden Sumption with the tackle. Sumption, maybe. Sumption.
All right, well, quick correction. Landon Arnold is not in tonight.
Landon Arnold will not be in tonight. That is correct.
As well as Hayden Hamilton and Alonzo.
Yes.
Now,
Alonzo's still out with that. I mean, I don't want to say freak injury because I don't know what happened, but we saw him injured. Heavy set for the Bears. 2 tight end look at the line. End around play.
Love this.
And Ailes has got the ball. He's flying down the field. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Brought down on the play. Huge game. Brought down by Ty Hack, but huge play from Cooper Ailes. Big run.
Love to see the young gun starting the ball.
That's the explosive play this Berlin offense has been looking for.
Absolutely. I think we should run that a couple more times.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a little trick play in. Mix a little trick play in here and there.
Bryce Rohde, number 86, checks in.
Another heavy look for the Bears. 2 tight end look. Cutler on the left, Rohde on the right. Les in the shotgun. Rohde's going to motion over left. Clark to Les's left. Les is going to roll out to his left. He's just going to take it and run. He's got some space brought down on the play by the Jerome D. I believe that was Nardoni on the play with the tackle.
A couple more inches, he would have been gone.
Yeah. D'Angelo Nardone. Solid player for this Jerome defense. Watched a little bit of film on him. He's athletic, able to fly around. As we saw, he was able to keep up with Les, and obviously we know Les is very fast, so
absolutely,
you know, he's got to be an athlete to keep up with him.
Now, who do you think is faster, Cooper or Les?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say right now Les, but give Cooper until his senior year.
Absolutely, he has such a high ceiling.
Yeah, Les in the shotgun, back to pass. Airs it out, down the middle. Tony Johnson, gonna be a pickup of about 3. Going to bring up 3rd down for the Bears, but a great look from Les to hit Johnson over the middle. As he checks out for Rohde.
It seems like Berlin has gotten into this groove. It seems like they really have come a long way from the Orange game. I'm not sure if they're technically better, but they have found that they are much better in a heavy set offense.
Yeah, they really have, as they again go with the 2 tight end look. Les is just going to roll out to his right, fakes left. Ooh. Pass intended for Lincoln Cutler, thrown low into the ground. He was chased by Nod Dasher on that play. Looks like Berlin's going to bring out the field goal team.
Graham Flager is back.
Graham Flager is back. He's going to try to make this looking about 30, maybe 25-yard field goal. Oh no, not a big math guy. So I think it's 26. We are on the 9-yard line.
This guy doesn't take any steps out to the left or nothing.
No, Dent to hold. Flager up. Kick is good.
Well, you know, Alex, I love my guessing games. Can you tell me where this guy is originally from? He transferred in last year.
He is, I believe he was originally in Upper Arlington.
He most certainly was.
Yes. He transferred over to the other Bears, the Blue Bears, not the Golden Bears, double
Absolutely.
blue. So, you know.
And I'm not sure if he opted out to not play, but that same year he did not play against Upper Arlington. 2 or 3 weeks after he was introduced to the Berlin football team.
Yeah, he did not. And I believe he didn't play either against them this year.
I don't believe so either. I'm not sure if that's a personal choice, a coaching choice. I'm not quite sure. Upper Arlington's been a rowdy team, and so has Berlin, so I don't think that'd be the smartest idea to have him play.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know he struggled with a little bit of injuries this offseason, which has kept him on the sideline, and then the unfortunate injury to Alonso freed him up and allowed him to play.
You know, I'm a heavy lifter. I go in the weight room. I see this guy lifting every single day. This guy's doing PT for his leg. You know what he's doing? He's doing upper body. This guy works hard.
I love it. Always looking to improve. He has a couple of offers to play at Ohio Wesleyan, Denison, Wittenberg. He's going to boot this one back, left side. Jerome is going to return. He's got some space down the middle. But, oh, ball loose.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like Bears got the ball.
Holy.
Oh, Berlin recovers the Jerome fumble right on the opening kickoff for Jerome.
Something absolutely unexpected. I love to see it.
Wow, just, you know, that Berlin special teams, they were flying down there and they made a huge hit. And now Berlin has another chance to get on the board and go up big early in this first quarter.
This is something Berlin prides themselves on. This is something that people, you know, usually pull out their phone, play a little bit of Clash, scroll on TikTok, you know, snap back at other people on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But this Berlin team has put an emphasis on their special teams.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Made it really worthwhile to watch.
Yes. Les is going to line up in the shotgun. Clark is going to line up in the pistol to his right. Two receivers split to each side. Les going to pump fake the pass. He's looking to air it out. He was looking downfield, but he's just going to take it and run. Spin moves down to the 20-yard line. Brought down by the Jerome defense. Big gang tackle there from the Celtic D.
He's hard to take down. This guy's physical profile is absolutely amazing. It's exactly what you want to see at the college level.
Yeah, absolutely. Seen a lot of rotation so far with Kuckler and Rhodey. Definitely did not see that last home game against Derby.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that game. I wasn't here.
It was, you know, it was a battle of two. It was a defensive struggle. That's what it was. You know, both defenses played the lights out. Derby scored on their first play from scrimmage and never scored again. In Berlin, obviously they're a second half team, and they took that to full advantage. Jumped out to a 17-7 lead, and Derby was knocking on the goal line, but Berlin stood tall and stopped them. Got their first win of the season, 17-7.
Absolutely fantastic.
Clark with a run down the middle. That's going to bring up first down for the Bears.
Tony Johnson, number 15, all the way on the left.
Tony Johnson out left. Sexton in the slot. Clark behind Les. Clark's going to take the handoff. Jukes a man, but brought down. Brought down on the play by Nardone once again.
Now, Alex, do you think that Colton is a better quarterback than he is a receiver, or vice versa?
Oh, that's a great question. I would have to go vice versa. You know, this is his fourth week playing QB. It's hard to blame him. You know, he kind of got thrown into the fire here. This Berlin offense.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we saw the last 2 years. Colton was a very solid receiver, and you know he uses his speed and athleticism to get around those corners. Brody's going to line up right next to Les. Jet sweep. Interesting play there. So it looked like Les was lined up in the slot. He motioned Hello?
Hello, hello.
I can't.
We can't hear each other?
No.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Now we can.
Yeah. Yeah. Jerome with their own personnel change.
Sorry for the
Technical difficulties.
Berlin's going to attempt another field goal. Flager to kick. Dent to hold. Going to be about a 25-yarder. Up. And it's good.
Tell me, Alex, has it been like that all season? Has Tice Denton been holding that?
I believe he has.
You know, that game where everyone was thinking that he'd be punished, I think that he just found his place holding the kicks. And you know what? For those who think that holding the kicks is not very, let's just say, important, holding that kick is hard. Blowing the guy at the 50-yard line.
Flager going to kick off.
Yeah, it's totally the game.
Hey, tell me, Alex. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who are you with then?
All right.
Here we go.
Throwing back to return, hoping not to fumble. He's going to get bounced by his own man.
Oh my goodness.
It's loose once again. Looks like Jerome will recover, but some special teams mishaps so far. And Jerome. Yeah. And Jerome, they, that's not something you want to start with. Two special teams mishaps, and they're lucky they got the ball back.
Well, certainly. I'm telling you, Alex, these teams are sleeping on each other's special teams capabilities, and I'm pretty sure that Berlin knows that.
Yeah.
And they are ready to pounce on anybody that really just probably doesn't believe that they're that good.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Thomas Worthington win.
At Thomas Worthington win, I unfortunately could not make it, but I heard it was a great game, great atmosphere. You know, it was a close game in the first half. Then Berlin, as we said, second half team, they pulled away. Lombardi.
Oh my goodness.
Back to pass.
That's a safety, isn't it? Tell me. Oh no.
Oh, they're going to mark him down right at the one. Brutal start for this Jerome offense. Lombardi takes the sack on first down.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be hard on these young guns.
Yeah.
They're probably going to look to run out of this.
Would almost say nightmare start for Jerome.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah. Lombardi in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to the running back. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Jerome is officially probably, you know what? Yeah, they're officially out of the standings for the OCC. They are 1-1 on the season for the OCC.
Yeah.
What's that kind of mentality, do you think, that like you're just playing for?
You are still playing for your playoff lives, though.
You are.
They have a shot to get into the playoffs. It's definitely a real possibility. Even though you can't win the OCC, that's fine, but that doesn't mean you can't make a deep shot into the playoffs and, keep going. Joey Slates is going to take the handoff. He got a bit of a hole there. Picked up 10, but on 3rd and 15, that's not going to do it. Jerome's going to bring out the punt team.
Last year, you remember Aiden Evanston?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my guy. That's my guy. He, can you tell me how many times he scored against this team last year?
I'm gonna
Along with that Alejandro Aguilar touchdown.
I'm going to say 3.
He had 3 rushing touchdowns.
I was
Absolutely.
there. I was on the sideline. I remember that all-A touchdown clear as day because, you know, he ran right up. I was with some of my one friend from Chicago and Aaron Miller from Berlin, and we were on the sideline that game, and Alejandro just ran right up, and we were celebrating like crazy with him. That was a fun game to watch.
So
Close game too.
Do you think that Jerome has kind of fixed their gaps up the middle?
Yeah, I see that.
Do you think that their head coach or their defensive coordinator was like, "You guys got to fix your stuff"?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think that they think that the quarterback this year might do it? Because I'm seeing a lot of gaps on the outside. I'm seeing heavy set in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what to make up of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Flag.
Absolutely chilly.
Flag on the return. Ailes was back to return. Got about a 5-yard gain. It is a flag. Only a 5-yard penalty though. Must not have been anything too serious. It's going to bring out the Berlin offense for the 3rd time in this first quarter. 2:28 left to play. Bears have it on their own 44. Les in the shotgun. Clark right behind him. 2 receivers to his left. Clark's going to take the handoff down. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
RPO. Pass complete to Dallin Maxson. Good.
Had me fooled.
Yeah, had me fooled too. Good play though from the Berlin Q.
Man, this guy Colton Les must be a quick learner.
Yeah.
I cannot make it look as good as him.
No. Les in the shotgun. Clark behind him. 2 receivers right. Shotgun snap. Les is going to fake the handoff. Throw the flat route to Chase Cone, but overthrown just a little bit above his head.
Correction, Landon Sexton.
Oh, Landon Sexton.
Pass intended for Landon Sexton.
Yep. You know, hard to see when those big blocky numbers.
Yeah.
You know, they're so close to each other. It could be any number. You know.
Could be.
You feel me?
I know. The only way I can tell is that he has a cowboy collar on.
Yeah. Well, and the paint chips off of his helmet.
Oh, absolutely, as we were talking about last time.
Yeah, those are hard to miss. Clark's going to take the snap, run out to the left, but brought down on the play by Cooper Fouts. Good tackle from him.
All right, can I hit you with the true or false question?
Yeah, what's up?
Let me cook something up here. Is Berlin undefeated against Jerome all time?
I don't believe so, no, because I was at a game that they lost. It was like 2019. I believe it was a close game. They lost though.
Well, you are right, as in that they haven't been have not been undefeated. However,
2018?
No, actually later.
Really?
I believe it is 2021.
That was their first.
What a punt!
Great punt from Les. Berlin's going to down it right at the 5-yard line. Going to put Jerome in another very uncomfortable position on first down.
Special teams is absolutely electric tonight.
Absolutely. They are dialed.
Haven't really seen that out of them this season.
Yeah, no.
You've seen it all last season. You've seen it all the year before, and the year after, and then the year before that.
Yeah.
Seems like they finally got their groove now that most people are healthy.
Yeah. Billy Williamson, head of the special teams. He's, one they call a mad scientist. I know he cooks up a couple offensive plays. That touchdown we saw from Liam Murray against New Albany, that was the brainchild of Billy. And, that obviously went off for like a 60-yard touchdown. So.
Liam Murray, a young guy himself.
Yeah. Lombardi's going to hand off the Slates down the middle. About a pickup of 3, but nothing really doing on that play for the Celtic offense. Heavy look for Jerome. But they're going to check.
Talking about mad scientists. Let's talk about Coach Arndt.
Coach Arndt, the D coordinator, he's cooking something up right now.
Oh, man.
I think that's going to go against Jerome.
Dylan Amos offsides.
Well, we'll see what they call. I know in some rules, some cases, you enter the neutral zone and they don't jump, no penalty. But if they jump, it's a penalty on the offense. But I mean, it's all difference of rules and whatnot.
Yeah, well, looks like we'll see just offsides.
Yeah. False start. Oh. Gonna be a timeout. Oh, knee pad timeout. They struggled.
Oh my goodness.
We struggled. Oh no, quarter. That's on me.
Okay.
Wasn't aware at the time, but back to my kneecap story.
Tell me.
Plenty of kneecap stoppages last time against Derby.
Really?
Yeah. Game stopped at least 3 times to make substitutions. I mean, it was crazy. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. But you know, those refs, it's their job. You know, they gotta keep them safe. So.
You know, in my personal opinion, I'm not one to say what's right and wrong, but in my personal opinion, I don't really think these knee pads are doing much.
I don't think so either. I think if you take any contact to the kneecap specifically, like, it's gonna hurt regardless.
Exactly.
It's really not doing that much. And a lot of these guys, the way they have their kneecaps, it's like covering a quarter of their knee.
Yeah, I mean, let the boys look tough for the Insta.
Yeah.
Let them look tough.
Absolutely.
Let them flip their pads inside out, put the kneecaps backwards, and put their pants on the wrong way.
Yeah.
Come on. That's elite ball knowledge right there.
Yeah. Speaking of interesting equipment, Matty Giantonio, who's lined up on the far right side, he's got the slime green cleats and gloves. Hard to miss him, you know, with those neon cleats.
It's hard to tell from up here, but those could be Grinches.
They might be. Slates is going to take the handoff, brought down on the play by Chase Cohn and Hudson Altman. You know, once again, hard to miss Chase Cohn with his paint-chipped helmet. Only player on the team with the dark blue helmet. Everyone else in the classic Columbia blue.
Now, do you think it's Carolina blue or Columbia blue? Tell me.
That's a loaded question because it could really go either way.
I think in most places it's written down as Carolina, but I can definitely see it going Columbia.
Yeah. Slates is going to take another handoff, barrels through the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Colin Heiss and Chase Arnold.
I know we were talking about this earlier. However, I think that most alumni are in attendance.
There's a good amount of alumni here tonight at 3140.
I think we're looking at fall break.
Yeah, college, you know, getting that first semester. You know, they're into the first semester groove, but you need a break. I don't blame them.
You know, I can't tell you what I'm gonna feel next year when I have to go off to college, but I think I'm gonna be a little homesick.
Yeah, absolutely. Slate's gonna take another handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage by the Berlin D line. You know,
number 2 Tice Denton, he's warming up on the sideline.
Yeah, Joey N Square is taking a lot of snaps early.
Joey N Squares.
Absolutely.
That is starting tailback's Instagram, by the way. That is a inside joke between Alex and I.
Go drop a follow.
Pretty sure it's his old account, though.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Slate's going to take another handoff. Gain of 3. Going to be close to a first down. Yep. Telling them to move the chains.
Joey Slate's first down. Joey N Squares first down.
Yeah, that's right. It's almost like, do we compare Joey N Squares to a Hollywood Walker, where it's like his on-field persona?
Absolutely. I think that we're at the point right now that we can look and point fingers at, like, hey, this is Joey N Squares.
Yeah.
This is this is not Joey Slates. Don't call him that.
Nope.
That's his government name.
Yeah.
Don't call him that.
Absolutely. 3 wide receivers field side for the Celtics. Lombardi in the shotgun. Slates to his left. Going to take a high snap. Hands off to Slates. Slates is brumbling through the line. He's going to pick up the first down. Good extra little push. A second life on that run almost by the Jerome offensive line, able to push Slates across the line to gain.
Talking about people warming up on the sideline, I know I just pointed out Tice Dent is he is on the sideline working out his arm. I'm not sure if he's working on catching, but I don't know if this is some trickery that we're going to see out of this next play.
We could.
We
might. Really could.
Berlin is definitely a team to be doing that.
It is.
Last time I was up here, I saw a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of fake punts. In-Slate's getting a lot of work so far. Pickup of 1 on the play. You know, he is a workhorse right now.
You know, talking about Joey in squares, Joey Slates, whatever. We had this idea, Alex and I, let me tell you guys. We had this idea that we were going to refer to some of these players as their Instagram handles. Yeah. And I was telling Alex, I looked at him, we sit together during our classes together, and I look at him, I'm like, man, these guys have some boring usernames.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, we almost tried to come up with fake nicknames for players.
Too many.
Yeah. I don't know. One of those being Matty Too Cold Giantonio.
What a guy.
That inspiring from the Matty Ice persona. He's got an ice cube, and his username is like displaying him on Instagram.
Certainly something, and it's also freezing cold over here.
It is.
For those watching at home, maybe in their car, maybe just listening.
Yeah.
It is absolutely freezing out here, and you guys are missing such a show, but you're much warmer than I am.
Yeah, I agree. We are dressed up in suits, and I can still feel it. Yep. You know.
I did not opt for the suit jacket, and I am slowly. Actually, no, I'm fast regretting it. I am freezing cold. You get used to it, though. You do.
Yeah. Lombardi in the shotgun. Got a motion over Giantonio. Going to be a false start on the Dublin O-line.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, I did attend the Thomas Worthington versus Dublin Scioto game, and I didn't really go there for, you know, commentary purposes. I didn't go there to just watch the game. I went there for my friends, but let's be honest, if I'm looking at you straight in the face, Alex, these guys cannot pack the stands.
No.
Not even quite like Berlin can. Not even close.
The Dublin schools, no shade, but they have struggled so far away games to fill the stands. Good showing from the parents, but the student section, very sparse. Lombardi's back to pass. He looks to air it out over the middle. Caught. It's going to be a first down. Cooper Hensel.
Stock NFL news. It just occurred to me that there is a rule that in every stage and level of football, except for the professional level, if you take a knee, then you're down.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching the Jaguars game against Kansas City. I saw Trevor Lawrence sprawl, wrestling style, on the floor, get up and score that rushing touchdown.
Yeah. Slates is going to take the handoff up the middle.
Which absolutely befuddled me. I was not sure what to make up of it, and I looked like a dummy in front of all my friends. I was telling them, I was like, knee down, you gotta call the whistle, you gotta blow the whistle, and obviously not.
That was a great game between those two sides. You know, the 99-yard pick six was legendary.
Absolutely.
I unfortunately had to play against Mahomes in fantasy. Lombardi's going to fake the jet sweep to Giantonio and take it down the middle himself. Not much there, though. Going to pick up about 2, maybe 1 yard. Going to bring up third down.
Looks as if Berlin's not going to have a really rough time taking out Slates.
No.
As they did against the orange running back.
Oh, Lucas Fickle was hard to bring down. Very powerful runner.
You know what I saw the other day, which I think is absolutely bizarre, but I think it's warranted. I saw several posts calling him the next Derrick Henry.
Wow. I would assume that's coming from Shea White Media.
You know what? You may not be wrong.
Yeah, he is a big fan of orange.
Oh my goodness, what are we looking at?
I think we're looking at
encroachment.
False start.
Or false start.
Dublin Jerome's offense.
Taking it back.
Gonna bring up third and even longer. 3rd and 11. Jerome's gonna need another play like they had with that pass to Hensel.
Absolutely.
You know, a big gainer play.
All right, so I did start digging around on the internet, right? Don't look at my phone. So I was looking around on the internet, and I found some other people commentating on these past games. And I would like to, tell you some of these lines, and I want you to guess what year they're from.
Let's hear it.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Hold on. With less than a minute, he breaks a tackle, dives for the pylon, and touchdown.
This is a shot in the dark. I'm gonna say.
Let me hear it.
2019.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely
what a
correct.
guess.
Absolutely correct.
Jerome is gonna punt. They're gonna get a good punt of their own. Down at the 5-yard line. It's battle of the special teams tonight.
Absolutely.
Good kick from Luca Licata.
All right, can I spit you some 5 questions rapid trivia?
Yeah,
you
let's
ready?
hear it.
You ready?
All right.
You ready? What conference do both teams belong to?
Cardinal.
Absolutely. What school opened first?
Jerome.
All right, kind of a layup. What team has the Bears mascot?
Berlin.
What's the Jerome's mascot?
Celtic.
And which team has more recent playoff appearances?
Berlin.
Absolutely correct. You almost slipped up there.
There we go. Berlin, I believe they've made 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, we're waiting on 25. Berlin, as of today, are 1 spot out of the last playoff spot in Region 3. Colton Less is going to take the QB scramble and was just met at the line of scrimmage on the outside by the Jerome defense. He's a little slow to get up.
If I'm on the sideline, run that reverse. Run that flip reverse, please. Yeah. Not only is it just fun to look at, it gets you yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Les in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 tight end look at the line. Les gonna hand off to Clark, gonna run it up the middle. Short gain, possibly 3 yards, gonna bring up 3rd down.
The student section absolutely did not disappoint. I do not see a single person not wearing pink or blue.
Yeah, great showing from the students today.
And it's absolutely packed. I don't see a single spot where I can squish my little tushy into it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, great showing. The band, don't want to spoil things, but we're hoping to get you audio for it, possibly.
I hope to.
Don't quote me on it, but it will be a spectacle. You'll be able to see it on camera, but we'll try to get you to hear it.
Oh my goodness.
Les finds Kuckler right down the middle for a 1st down. They convert on 3rd down.
For those of you who remember my first commentating experience for the football, we talked about Kuckler's kind of rocky start to football.
Yeah.
In the high school level.
Yeah, absolutely. He started off quarterback? Tried to.
Actually, he tried to be on that O-line.
Well, I know, first day of summer conditioning, he wanted to be in the tight end group.
Yes. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Billy Williamson, also tight ends coach, was like, "You got to play O-line, brother."
Yeah.
Les is gonna look to air it out.
Oh, you got it.
Woo! Right to the Dublin Jerome defense, picked off, and he's got room. Great return on the play. Wow. I mean, right to him.
Hudson Allman emerging out of the sideline.
Yeah. Unfortunate pass there for Les. Hasn't really thrown many interceptions, but it's also because he hasn't really thrown the ball downfield like that.
Exactly. I think that the Wildcat formation that Berlin's been messing with is, it's not only unorthodox, it didn't really work all that well, but I do like his heavy set offense that Berlin is playing.
Yeah.
I do like when you run that ball.
It's working well.
As people said in the earlier years of Berlin, run that ball.
Yeah.
Run that ball. Everyone likes to see it, passes half the time, just come up incomplete, and they just freeze the clock.
Yeah, keep the game rolling, baby.
Absolutely.
Lombardi in the shotgun. Slate's to his right. He's going to drop back to pass. Scanning his left.
Joey Ian squares with a good block.
He's going to get chased out of bounds on the scramble. Only going to be a gain of about 2. 3:35 left in this second quarter.
The Berlin Bears marching band emptying out their section to go on back to the scoreboard.
Yeah, they are getting ready for their performance.
I'll tell you, I did the exact same thing that these guys are about to do my 8th grade year.
Really?
5 years ago now.
Wow.
Wow. 4 or 5, something like that. But wow, that's hard to think about. Time's rolling by fast.
Yeah. Lombardi in the shotgun, going to motion Antonio take the jet sweep. Oh, and Lombardi's going to take it himself down the middle.
For some context on that story that I just brought up, I also used to play band, so it's...
What instrument?
I used to play trumpet, but then I switched back to baritone. Not back to, but I was switched to baritone during my years in high school. Did end up dropping the class because I did not want to march. But I did think I want to march in middle school, so I did this middle school experience with these guys, and it was absolutely exhilarating. Their drummers come up in the front and they dance for everyone. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's awesome. It's a sight to see.
Absolutely. And you're going to see a sight to see tonight.
Absolutely. Quarterback change for Jerome.
Oh my goodness.
15's just going to tuck it and run. That's a new look for this Jerome offense, number 15.
You know, as a rugby player, I keep on looking up, and I'm seeing arms hit helmets and stuff like that, and I'm wincing, and I'm like, where's the red card?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely illegal in rugby, but these guys can tackle as high as they want.
Yeah. Bryce Jenkins, the freshman, checking in, and good. Great kick from Licata. Powerful. He had some velocity on that ball.
Absolutely.
And Berlin's going to get the ball with 2:45 left, up 3. Battle of the kickers so far.
You know, that used to be a popular headline for our early years at Berlin with Spencer Conrad.
Yeah. Actually, well, yeah, Spencer, shout out to Jacob Lewis. That's ball knowledge right there. Jacob Lewis, one of the original kickers at Berlin. He went on to go play at Ball State.
Really?
And then he transferred to Minnesota. And then he played his grad year last year at Ohio University.
Wow, I had no clue, actually.
He was great. And I remember him because I got the opportunity to be a ball boy for Berlin versus Delaware Hayes. And obviously the ball boys, they got to go get the balls after the field
Are we
goals.
talking about the playoff game?
Oh, no, we're talking like
regular season?
We're talking
Okay.
like fifth
When
sixth
Berlin
grade.
was still D2, yeah?
Yeah, we're talking.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, I mean, he would boot it all the way back to the fence that's lined up against the scoreboard, and that's another 30 yards past, and he would hit the fence, and it was impressive.
You know, I'll give you 40. That is a ways away.
Yeah. Licata, low line drive kick. Gonna go into the end zone. That was an interesting little almost like a knuckleball. I would call it like a sinker, maybe.
Something like that. I'm not a big baseball guy, but quite the interesting kick. I think you can really name it all you want.
Yeah.
Anything but a curve, because that was a straight line drive to the right.
Absolutely.
You know, talking about kicks, I can't stop thinking about this kick that I witnessed on the sideline. Spencer Conrad versus Liberty. He took the kick from the 40, from his own 40, through the posts of the other team.
Wow. In warm-ups?
No, in a game. Very first kickoff.
Oh, this was kickoff.
Yeah, this was kickoff.
I thought you meant like a actual.
Oh, absolutely not. This guy had a run up and everything. He had all the time in the world.
That would be impressive. I mean, I feel like kickers, like they probably could, given no line, no snap, no hold, no pads.
Exactly.
Just them and their legs. I feel like a good kicker could probably make that.
Yeah.
You know, and that just shows that Spencer's elite kicking talent.
Yeah, he originally opted to go to Toledo and quickly transferred out after year 1 to Indiana State.
Yeah. Les lined up in the shotgun, another heavy look. 2 tight ends at the line. Going to hand off to Clark. Matt at the line of scrimmage. by the Jerome defensive line.
2 minutes left in the half. This game is rolling by.
Absolutely. I feel like we just started here.
To be completely honest, not even just to agree with you, that is completely true.
Yeah. Berlin checking to the sideline. Clock is rolling. 1:36 left to play in the half. Bears have the ball on their own 23 with 2 timeouts left. Gonna look for a trips look on the right side.
Can you tell me the difference between trips and stripes?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I was an offensive lineman. All I knew was just clock.
You know what was funny? I was a running back and I played wide receiver for about 2 days, and looking at the wide receivers playbook for Berlin, it is not fun and I don't understand a single word of it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you.
Lincoln Kuckler with the first down snag. Low pass. He was able to dig it out of the ground almost like a first baseman. Les rolling out the pass again. He's going to hit Kuckler. Caught. It's going to move the chains. 53 seconds left to play in the half.
You know what we've entered, Alex?
Who?
We have entered the 2-minute drill.
We have.
We are absolutely driving.
It is the 2-minute drill. Clock rolling, 45 left in the half. Ball is on their own 47.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe the clock should be running. He was dragged out of bounds.
I thought so too, but I don't know. Those different high school rules, you feel me? You know?
I don't know. Calling us right up the middle. I'm pretty sure Berlin might take $5 if they timeout. Yes. Yep. Fantastic.
Yep.
$5 richer.
I don't know if I really agreed to that bet.
No, that's okay.
Think that would be fair.
No. I want my 5.
Looks like offensive line coach Randy Smith getting after his O-line. You know, Colton Les has seen a little bit of pressure so far, especially, you know, on those rollouts. Randy probably wants his O-line to get out there and be athletes and get down the field and block for him. You know,
I had geometry with Randall Smith, Randy. He knows how to fire you up, and he knows how to teach you. He knows not even just how to coach. Like he is a great leader. He knows how to express the way that he's thinking to other people.
Yeah. That's good.
He gets absolutely fired up. I remember my sophomore year, there was the game against Marysville. He had something to say, and he did not say it nicely, but it most certainly got everyone so fired up.
Was it positive towards Berlin?
Oh, it was positive towards Berlin. It was just what we were going to do to Marysville the second half.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, you smelling what I'm stepping in?
Yeah, 2nd and 8 from the 49. Les looks to air it out. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking for Rhodey.
Oh, my goodness. That ball's caught.
By Rhodey. Athletic catch.
Oh, we're going.
From behind. Wow. Looks like Berlin's just going to try to spike it here.
Looks like Berlin held down triangle, and we're trying to speed up play.
Yeah. You know, Bryce Rhodey also held down triangle, went for that aggressive catch. He came down with it. Took the hit like a champ from behind.
Boy, you tough.
Yeah, that was
you tough.
That was a great catch from Rhodey.
I'm starting to see the second half team really bloom. I'm not one to call names, but this team is certainly second half, and it starts to burn into the first half, and I love it.
Yeah. We are looking at what Berlin has looked like early second half these past few weeks, especially against Darby, where they came out hot. They scored on their first offensive drive.
Absolutely.
Les back to pass. He's scrambling up the middle.
Go.
He's going to take it and run himself. Wow, juke move. Juked out Nardone and was able to get to the sideline, stop the clock. 2 seconds left. Berlin's going to send out the field goal team.
Not a bad call. Not a bad call at all.
No, not at all. That's a football IQ play right there, to get out of bounds and just be mindful of the clock and your surroundings. Berlin does have a timeout, but, you know, it's 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 fine. You don't have to use it.
If I was the head coordinator for Berlin right now, and I was playing it like on a controller, this is when I would throw in a shot save clock.
Really?
And I would go for it, but obviously I do not have the ball knowledge of somebody who has been doing this for about most of their life. So
yeah.
I think we should put it up to the professionals.
Yeah.
The score is 6-3, 2 seconds left in the half.
Shot save clock is an interesting choice.
It's a great play.
Yeah, I like it. I like it in the sense of I need to get downfield fast. But if I'm looking for one final play with 2 seconds left, I'm throwing goalpost every time.
No way.
Get that middle group, get a little bounce, maybe even a pass interference, get you into field goal range.
Honest. You know what? That's not a bad call whatsoever.
Going to be a long field goal here.
I think he's got it in him.
Really?
He is a very talented kicker. I think he has absolutely got this in him.
I believe so too. It's not going to be easy. Dent to hold. Flagger. Kick is up.
Oh my goodness.
Wide left. This score is going to stay as is. 6-3. Berlin up on Jerome. We will be right back after a quick intermission and halftime. Welcome back. We are back from our halftime intermission. We hope you enjoyed the light show from our wonderful marching band. Before we get started, we're going to go over some scores from around town. Tangy only up 7-3 against Darby. Bradley up 13-7 against Liberty. Big Walnut 23-0 against Westerville North.
Wow.
Marysville tied with Thomas Worthington at 7. In Orange in UA tied at 14.
I was telling Alex, this is a very interesting stat. This Orange team has always been up by at least a half.
Yeah, and they're in a bit of a struggle right now. Obviously, credit where credit's due. Those are two great teams, and that's a great matchup.
Absolutely.
But, I was a little shocked because Orange's offense has just been so high-powered. If I were to expect it to be tied, I thought it would be at like 21, 28. You know?
Something.
Not 14.
Yeah. I think that Upper Arlington finally found their groove. I mean, they didn't have any trouble handing off Berlin, but I think it's all relative. I think that they finally found their groove and are actually a powerhouse. I think they've done pretty good for themselves this past couple of weeks too.
Yeah. They, suffered their loss in a very, very close game against Liberty, where Antonio Kish had an interception, pick 6 to seal the game.
All over social media, I remember that.
Yeah, minimal time left, and he iced it. But Jerome is going to take the opening kick to start this second half. They're just going to let it fly into the end zone.
You know what we failed to recognize?
What?
It's Pink Out.
It is Pink Out.
It's Pink Out. I love it. Breast cancer awareness.
A great cause.
Absolutely.
And, the Bears Den, where the students get their merch for all the Friday night games, they were donating 15% of proceeds to the Komen. Is it the Susan G. Komen Foundation?
Absolutely,
I
think. Yeah, I mean, some of our Berlin families, even for Berlin football players, I don't think it would be appropriate to not shout them out, but bring it up. But we have been affected by this in the Berlin football program. It's absolutely fantastic that we can just get behind this cause and just try to destroy breast cancer.
Yeah, it's awesome. Lombardi's going to hand it off to Slates to start the half. Slates lowers the shoulder, going to pick up about 5. 2nd and 5. Brought down by Ethan Rader. We have not seen a lot of him this season. Saw him a lot last year playing wide receiver.
Absolutely, number 85. I remember the first time I actually heard about him, not in a good light, but a questionable call actually against Orange. I heard that he caught the ball. I watched it with my own eyes on a film. Not on a film, but I think it was Max Preps that reposted it in a weird angle, that Ethan Rader caught it, breadbasket, and then Trenton Schroeder just picked it right out of his hands and ran it.
That's
very strange. While he was in the end zone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But he's a very great catcher. He has some hands.
Because obviously you catch it inbounds, not in the end zone. That's a fumble.
Exactly.
But
he's in the end zone.
In the end zone, that's kind of weird. He has possession and he establishes possession, but also, I don't know. Weird stuff.
You can't really see the other end of that, but
yeah.
You know what? I'm not a ref. I don't go through courses or nothing like that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the score was 35-7, so I don't know if it really would have made that much of a difference had that call stood or not. Was that early game or was that late game?
I believe that was early game. I was sitting at home. I was watching a movie, and I watched this replay. I'm like, wow, this is very unimpressive.
Lombardi back to pass.
You know what? Hey, good play on Grant.
Yeah, good play from Grant Gibson.
You know what?
Pass intended for G. Antonio, but could not wrestle Grant for the ball.
Yeah. I believe Grant's first varsity start was against Upper Arlington last year.
Yeah. He's a good ball player.
Absolutely. Taking a year off, actually.
Yeah.
And he came back and played.
Yeah, playing that outside linebacker dog position.
Kind of like this hybrid between a safety and a linebacker.
Yeah. Ukia back to punt. Ailes is going to return. He fumbles it. Jerome man tackles his own guy. Ailes is going to pick up another 8 or so yards after the fumble. But all good from the sophomore as the Bears retain possession and have the ball on their own 48-yard line.
Absolutely. It only gets colder and colder up here.
It really does. You know, the sun's down, and, you know, the temperature is slowly dropping. And
you know, I have terrible eyesight. I wish I could tell you if it was a clear night sky, but I don't think it is.
yeah, I couldn't really tell you either. I mean, it looks pretty clear to me, but I mean,
You don't see no stars.
yeah.
Sexton hasn't really gotten any targets this game, has he?
No, except for that, he had one catch, I believe, in the first quarter. Les is back to pass. He got chased around in the backfield there, but he just throws it away on first down. Smart play. Don't want to take a sack on first down and you know, ruin your drive at that point.
You can see Coach Arndt on the sideline getting absolutely electric, getting these players ready to play another down of football.
Heck yeah.
Who's number 9? Tell me about him.
Dallin Maxon?
Yeah.
Senior. Good player.
Struggling with injuries.
He also took some time off.
Oh my goodness, what a block.
Clark takes the handoff, and he's still going down to the 30.
Some of that block from Hudson Allman.
Yeah,
Right down the middle. Absolutely drove that man.
He is getting in his face after the play, too.
Love to see it, I'm telling you.
He's talking that talk.
Hey, if you can walk that walk, let him talk that talk. I don't care.
Les in the shotgun. Gonna hand off, or fake the handoff. Pass batted down at the line.
Number 45 making sure that Colton knew that that was batted down.
Yeah.
You know, bringing up Grant's recent play on defense, I recently just came to the knowledge that if it is third down and they are just tossing a long one, it's basically like a punt. So if you intercept it, you basically just got negative 30 yards.
Yeah.
Rather than just like a punt that you could possibly block.
Exactly.
So a bat down is better than an interception.
It's an arm punt.
Yeah.
Clark's going to take the handoff. Swallowed.
Tell him, Hud.
Line of scrimmage. Wow. Lot of jawing between these two lines.
I love to see it. I love to see when there's like these people love the game so much and they just want to get in each other's heads so badly. I love to see it.
That was Drew Allen with the TFL. The outside linebacker / edge rusher.
Colton bouncing up and down. Probably struggling to stay warm out here.
Yeah, you know, they're probably a lot warmer than we are. You know, they're moving around.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like Nori and the line judge are having a quick conversation as we had that little stoppage of play. Les in the shotgun, Clark to his left, 3 receivers left. Gonna roll out left, looking for Kuckler, just incomplete, threw it a little too far.
Hitting an innocent photographer on the side.
Yeah, I believe that. Is that Andrew Uhrig down there, former Berlin football player?
Absolutely. That is absolutely Andrew Uhrig.
I mean, it looks like him. He takes some great photos. Shout out to AU Images. Follow him on Instagram.
Absolutely.
It is going to bring up 4th down and long. Berlin's going to try another long field goal. I believe this is longer than the field goal attempted at the end of the half last time.
I think he's got it in him. I mean, he had the distance, just not the accuracy.
He did, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Bang!
Absolutely fantastic.
Flager puts it through. Berlin extends their lead to 6. 9-3 with 9:23 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
How do you think he feels knowing that he has more points than some quarterbacks out there?
He probably feels pretty good. Pretty good about himself.
Pretty good. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen this one in a while. The Berlin student section is bringing out the push-up board.
Heck yeah.
I think they were waiting for a touchdown, but I think they just said, man, screw it, let's just get after it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do it for a field goal. But hey, that's just me.
You know what? I completely agree. Okay, whether true or false.
Let's see who's getting on the board first.
Yeah, let's give the audience some eyes here.
Looks like Looks like a guy.
Gavin Brinkman.
Gavin Brinkman getting up there.
Basketball player.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What?
I believe we only have 9 points
8.
on the
A
board.
hopeful 10. A hopeful 10.
Yeah, a very hopeful 10.
Can I start you off with a true or false question on this drive?
Absolutely.
All right. True or false? This rivalry started in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Oh.
Well, I mean, relatively, yes. But if you're talking about 2000s as in era 2000 from
2010, sure.
If you're talking relative to like time and just existence, yes, it has been played. It did start in the early 2000s.
But if we were talking about now, yes, true or false?
False.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was.
I
Just
thought I could stump you on this one.
I was just making sure, you weren't trying to ask me a trick question. Lombardi in the shotgun. 2 receivers split both sides. He's going to motion.
Oh my
Going to be a
goodness.
flag on the play. Looks like more movement on the O-line. False start. Going to push him back 5 yards.
Take him back.
Not a good way to start this offensive drive.
All right, let me hit you with one more. You
All
ready?
right. Yeah, let's hear
The
it.
2024 game, as in last year, was decided by more than 3 touchdowns.
No.
Can you tell me the score?
It's a guess. I'm going to guess 28 to 24.
So close, 27 to 20. It was decided by Berlin, 27 to Jerome's 20.
Lombardi's going to fake the handoff, hit Giantonio on the flat route for a very short gain. Well, they are going to pick up the yards that they lost from the false start. So, not terrible.
Not terrible at all.
Second and 9.
Second down, a couple of inches from the starting mark.
9:15 left to play. Lombardi in the shotgun. Slate's to his right. He's going to look to air it out.
Oh!
Big hit from Hudson Altman down in the backfield. Ref has not whistled it, but they do, and they're going to call it incomplete pass.
Grant Gibson gets a touch in the end zone just to taste it,
Yeah, just that off chance that they change their minds. Berlin student section not liking the call, but I'm going to have to agree with the ref here. He was definitely passing the ball when he was hit.
Absolutely.
He was definitely through that throwing motion. But nonetheless, a great play from Hudson Altman to bring up 3rd and long. So close to that sack.
I always used to poke fun at Hudson that he was a slow man, but come on. I think that guy's just really tall, and it just looks very slow.
Yeah, it's...
Long strides.
Yeah. More movement on the O-line. This one's on the right tackle.
Not even this. It was unprovoked.
Wow.
I think that Berlin was trying to pull Loco.
That's crazy.
And for those who don't know what Loco is that nobody gets in their own stance. They move around. The linebackers go where the defensive line would be. The defensive line would go where the safety is, and then at the very last second, they would all gather in their safety, and not their safety, but at their positions.
Yeah, just completely unprovoked. Lombardi looked to pass again and met at the line of scrimmage
Cowabunga
by the Berlin defense. Talk about shooting yourself in your own foot on that drive.
Absolutely.
As penalties have crushed that Jerome drive and gives
something that Berlin harps on.
Yeah.
Penalties.
And Berlin gets the ball. Gets another chance to score.
Who's that in the backfield? Tell me.
Looks like Cooper Ailes is back to return.
He's been steady starting out there.
He has.
Putting a little short.
It's going to get a good bounce, though. Going to roll all the way to the to the Berlin 44-yard line. Good punt there from Licata.
I'm really looking at punt.
Yeah, it has been Quite the punting contest.
You know, somebody who can appreciate some kicking here and there. I do like to see the ball travel 100 meters in the air.
Yeah. You know, you're familiar with the kicking game. You're a rugby player.
Yep, and
you know what it's like.
I do specialize in this thing called a box kick, and it's the thing where I kick the ball 2 feet in front of me, and it goes about 100 meters in the air. It's a good time.
Heavy set for Berlin. They're going to hand it off the middle to Clark. He's got a lot of room. He's going to pick up the first down. Brought down on the play by Sumption. You know, that's a tough name. Nonetheless, a good play from him. I mean, that's a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Now Clark had room, and he's got the wheels to make it. Now,
is it just me, or as the season goes on, everyone starts to get more festive? I mean, I'm looking at the student section. I'm seeing inflatable costumes.
Yeah. No,
come on.
I agree. Yeah. Clark gonna take the handoff. Will Caldwell
almost flattened that man.
Yeah, Will Caldwell, starting left guard. He put some emphasis on that block. He wanted to absolutely flatten him. Will Caldwell, 5'11", 350. That is what I like to call some pure beef on the offensive line. And he's got roots in Oklahoma. His family does own a cattle farm in Oklahoma. All about the beef. Beef from Will Caldwell.
Sorry.
Les is going to take it himself.
Oh.
Makes a move on the sideline. Going to be just short of the first down. They're going to move the chains. First down run from Colton Les. Berlin is slowly driving down the field, trying to get more points on the board. Les in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left and right. Clark to his right. Gonna hand off to Clark. Takes it down the middle. Makes a move.
Oh my goodness. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Would have to assume it would be on Joe Beeler. Looks like he was holding Nardone on that play. And looks like it's gonna be moved back.
If we're looking on the sideline right now, right near the film tent, we're looking at Coach Arndt reteaching people how to do the shock snap as we went over during the Orange game.
Yeah, heavy on the shock snap, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're always doing it. They start practice by doing it. It's all in the hips.
Yeah, it is. Fire those hips. Another heavy set for Berlin. The 2 tight end look at the line. 2 receivers left. Ailes on the far side. Clark to the right. Gonna be a.
Oh my goodness! I told you! Oh my goodness!
Oh,
just short.
Just overthrew him by about a half a yard.
I didn't know they had more in their pockets.
I did not either. You know, they set up the run with the previous play.
Exactly.
And now they tried to hit him with the pass, and he had it. Ailes just could not reach him. Just a little bit too much on that pass. And Berlin would take a commanding 2-score lead over this Celtic offense that seems to be struggling right now.
Absolutely.
Les lined up in the shotgun. Another heavy set. No, Rhodey is going to motion over to the left next to Kuckler.
That's ball IQ right there. He moved the man forward. You always have to have at least how many people on the line?
Well, at least.
I think you'd have to have at least 7 people on the line.
I believe so.
Yeah, he got off the line, told the man to step up, and he got off the line on the other side of the line.
Yeah. Clark gonna step out. Owen Miller gonna come in for a replacement of Clark as Clark lost his helmet. He's got to sit out 1 play.
Everyone's always ready.
Yeah. Berlin looking to the sideline as the clock rolls on. 5:53 left to play in the third. Student section wanting a first down.
Which way? That way. Owen Miller looking for a block on the right.
He's got Kuckler down the middle. Kuckler lowers the shoulder. He's got a first down.
Talk to him, Cup.
Yeah, let him know. Another pass to Lincoln Kuckler. He's having himself a day, John.
Absolutely.
He is having a day.
I mean, this guy's a real goofball outside of football. I mean, you'd never expect that this guy is as menacing as he is on the football field. And he's a smart cookie, too, I heard.
Yeah. Heavy set for Berlin. 2 tight ends on the line, 2 receivers right. Gonna motion Rhodey again off the line. Gonna be heavy left. Les is gonna hand it off to Clark. Clark finding his way through the O-line and brought down by the Dublin Jerome defense. Not a bad play on first down.
You know, Coach Delano Madison always had this emphasis on walking your steps right. And, you know, with him leaving to Kaufman, I think that this new coach, forgive me because I have forgotten his name, but I'm honestly not sure, but it seems to look like pass blocking is what he's focused on.
Yeah.
Because, like, these guys are chipping away at these helmets.
Yeah, you know, that's a good thing, you know?
Yeah.
For the 3rd time, Rhodey's going to motion over to the left side. Les going to hand off to Clark. Clark maneuvering right, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Mateo Karam on the tackle.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same play twice in a row.
Yeah?
Could be wrong.
Clark kind of looking to the right, trying to bounce something outside. Nothing really going on the interior. But Karam was right there to make the tackle.
Absolutely. Something about these Dublin Jerome kids is that these guys know how to tackle. These guys are not afraid of getting somebody's face.
Yeah, they are not.
Love it.
Les going to hand off to Clark again. Clark finding his way through the O-line, runs a man over. He's got the first down. And the Bears are clawing their way for their first touchdown.
You know, instead of the Great Migration, I call it the Blue Migration because everyone starts to pile up on the sideline between the boxes where everyone's allowed to be.
Yeah.
And everyone just piles up on each other trying to look at what's happening next.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a huge gap at the opposite side 40.
I know. I mean, but like you said earlier, the players are always ready to come in.
Absolutely.
And say someone goes down with an injury, they're ready. They're right there.
Absolutely.
Clark's going to take the handoff again.
No,
pick up a 3.
I can't tell you who came in for Bennett Donahoe. I mean, I'm sure that they are absolutely capable of whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
But I can't tell the difference between Bennett and him.
Yeah. You know, the new look offensive line with Altman at tackle, Caldwell and Rowan Walpole at guards, David Mauser at center, and Jackson Cook anchoring the other tackle.
Had an older brother in the program. Cookie.
Yeah. Graduated last year.
Dawson Cook.
But now Joe Beeler has returned. This is his first game since the Liberty game. Berlin going to hand off to Clark. He barrels his way through, tucks his head. Going to be 3 yards short from the pylon. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Thought I was witnessing a fight on Berlin's own sideline. However, it's just them practicing their shock snaps.
Hey,
those defensive boys know how to get rowdy. I mean, when I used to play, they used to have this coveted thing called Grandpa's Cheese Barn. You remember that?
Slightly.
That's elite ball knowledge right there. That's a drill where you stand in the middle and you try to stay up, and they throw everything they can at you. Just you and one other guy.
O-line or student section getting loud. Jerome is going to stop him short, right at the 1 yard line.
Again, me and NCAA, me and Madden, run that same play again.
Looks like
gonna bring out field goal team.
Field goal team. I'm gonna make a wild guess here, and I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be a fake.
Hey, do you want me to give you that $5 back if you're right?
Yes. This is a tough field goal to make right on the left hash.
Truly
I mean,
is.
you got to angle your body almost 45 degrees to get that kick. And I don't know. On the 1 yard line, like, all you got to do is pretty much just complete a pass.
I get to keep my $5.
Regardless.
Bang.
Flagger sends it through. Berlin extends their lead 12-3. Only field goals. 15 points of field goals.
You don't really see this with just field goals. I mean, like, come on, it's 12-3. It looks like we've scored twice with no field goals.
I know. Looks like we just missed the PAT both times. But
exactly. It's nice to have a fifth leg on the table.
yeah. You know, Ryan reminds me way back, you know, we were talking about the NFL earlier, going to call back to a wild card game between the Steelers and the Chiefs. Steelers beat the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
They scored 18 points, all off of the leg of Chris Boswell.
So impressive.
Very impressive. You know, the Boz, you know, I'm a little biased being a Steelers fan, but he's one of the best kickers in the league. And hands down, he is the Steelers MVP, maybe other than TJ Watt.
Absolute showing out of the kickers tonight.
I mean, trying not to get too off topic, but, you know, just thinking about that New York Jets game, Boz, you know, pretty much won the game for the Steelers. He kicked a 63-yard personal record field goal to beat the Jets, gave the Jets like 30 seconds left to score, and then Steelers forced fourth down. Jets went for it. Jalen Ramsey, who was jawing all day with Garrett Wilson, levels him, and he drops the ball, and Ramsey just lost his mind. 'Cause he was, you know, they were jawing all game long. It probably felt so good. He like ran to the end zone, took his helmet off. I couldn't even imagine how that felt.
Absolutely. And the kick I was talking about earlier was Spencer Conrad versus Liberty, very first kickoff. Though that kickoff almost went through the uprights. I mean, a couple meters short, or yards per se, but a little bit short, but it put some air time on that thing, and it's going through.
Gonna bring out the Jerome offense. Gonna see if they can get anything going on this drive. Lombardi in the shotgun. He's gonna take it himself. Hurdles a man. All that just for about a gain of 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7.
About 45 seconds left in the third.
See if Jerome, they got at least one more play left. I wonder if they're going to go hurry up after this, depending on the result. Lombardi's in the shotgun.
We have entered 1 minute drill with Jerome.
He's going to hand off to Slades.
Seeing a handful of people getting stepped on.
Yeah. He's going to pick up about, give or take, 2-3 yards. 3rd and short. Would have to assume they're just going to let Slates run the ball, but right now it looks like they're just going to let the clock for the quarter run out.
Smart move. Smart move.
Enter the 4th here at 31-40. Berlin up 12-3 against Jerome.
Shout out to Graham. Shout out to Graham.
Yeah, Graham is clearly the MVP today.
I wonder if we're going to see a little firelight underneath Jerome.
You would have to think, you know, down.
They might be a fourth quarter team.
They could be. That's right. That reminds me.
Yes.
Last week, Jerome with the down 14-3 heading into the fourth quarter. With time to play, you know, they came back and they won. They beat Darby 18-14.
These guys have the talents, but I don't know. Can't really say for sure.
The question is, can Berlin, you know, hold on, and can their defense be as stellar as they have been so far?
You know, besides Berlin's fantastic band, I think the pride of the Bears is truly their defense.
It is. Lots of good stuff to like about these Berlin football games. You know, the student section, the band, the team, all good stuff here at 31-40. That's why we won Most Spirited High School back in 2022.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the freshman QB is back in the lineup, he's got Slates to his left.
Bryce Jenkins with Joey in squares.
Jenkins looks to pass.
Broken up.
Little bit of contact.
Talk to him, Sam Bruce. Talk to him.
Sam Bruce gets the PBU. The offense is looking to stay on the field. I think number 20, Cooper Hensel there, was looking for a little bit of a flag. There was a little bit of jersey tugging back and forth between the two.
Let the boys play on.
Yeah, the refs let the boys play, and Jerome's going to punt. here on 4th and 3. You know, can't really agree with the decision to pass on a third down like that. You know, Slates has been running the ball so well. He's easily getting that 3 yards. I mean, he's averaging 3 yards a carry right now.
Ooh. Almost going face mask to face mask. Cooper decides to take the ball.
Yeah, Ailes held on to the punt there.
Receiving one of the largest hits I've ever seen in high school football with my own eyes in person during the Orange game.
That was a big hit.
That was a big hit. You know, I think
Konzak.
Yeah.
He laid the boom.
You know, I think in high school football, it's really just who wants to hurt the other person more. I don't really think it's about talent.
Yeah. It's you know, it's psychopathic behavior.
Honest. But you know, Orange is a perfect mix of both. I think they have the best talent in Ohio, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And they're all a little bit psychopathic.
Les is going to hand off to Clark. He's going to gain about 5.
Tackle around the neck.
Yeah, high tackle there.
An unsung hero in high school football. Let's talk about their long snappers. I'm not sure of their names exactly. However, they snap perfectly. I haven't seen a single person mess up in this absolute slugfest of a punting session.
Yeah. No, and, you know, with the kicks, too. I mean, we've only seen one missed field goal so far.
Exactly.
You know, the kickers, they've been on point.
Exactly.
Les in the shotgun. Clark to his right. 2 tight ends right. Clark's going to take the handoff. Not much going around the right side.
Will Caldwell getting a little antsy.
He was getting a little in there on that play.
Yep. Oh.
Wrapped up by Jerome. About a gain of 3 as a Jerome player is down on the field.
Berlin will get right back up on the sideline. All right, you ready for another year guess?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Berlin erases the deficit.
Berlin erases the deficit.
What year was that? Huge comeback win for the Bears.
Jeez, that's tough.
I know. Remember, somebody said this out of their own mouth, a commentator.
Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of a game of elimination.
All right.
So Berlin and Jerome did not play in 2018.
Correct.
Or no, they did play,
Yes,
and Berlin lost.
yes, yes.
So they obviously was not that game.
Yes.
2019 already had that.
Yep.
2020 did not play COVID season. So it's down to 21, 22, 23, and 24. It wasn't 24 because I was at that game and
Yep.
they didn't erase any comeback. And I feel like the year prior to that, they were they handled Jerome pretty well. So I don't really know. Oh, oh no,
32.
Miller barrels through the line. He lowers his shoulder, picks up the first down. Clock rolls on, 10:20 in the 4th. But back to your question, I'm going to guess, I'm really going out on a limb. I'm also going to eliminate another option. 22.
All right. Why is that?
No. 21. Eliminate. No.
Oh.
No. Eliminate 22. Yeah, because
Okay.
Berlin lost.
Yes, correct.
Miller was met at the line by Nardone. So I'm going to have to guess. It's down to either 20, 21, 22. Down to 21 or 23.
Tell me. Let me know. Spit it out.
I'm going to go 21.
Absolutely.
Bang.
Everyone at home, this guy has no idea what I'm asking him. I try my best to hide the questions from him, and it's absolutely impressive. This guy's ball knowledge is off the chain.
You know, my sister, you know, was a cheerleader first year of the program. She was at all the varsity games because they didn't have a JV football team. So
Really?
The JV cheerleaders cheered at the varsity games. So I went to all the games first year. Second year, same thing. Went to all the games. COVID year, kind of struggled with that because COVID, yeah. Only get a certain amount of tickets. And then, obviously I come in and I'm a student here, so I watch all the games.
Absolutely.
And I would like to correct my mistake. Now, this is kind of crazy, but Berlin and Jerome did play in 2020 because that game was the Friday Night Rivals game of the week.
Yes.
And I watched it on TV.
Yes.
And I saw my parents in the stands. I took a picture of them and sent it to them. They're like, cool, man. Yeah. I don't care. We're watching the game.
Get off my phone. Wow.
Linebacker from Jerome is going to try to jump that line.
Honestly,
Nori is not having it. He thinks that there was an encroachment on that play or offsides. There is a flag in the backfield. Block in the back on Berlin.
Wow.
Wow.
Nori could not be happy with this one.
No.
He was looking for an encroachment. He got an absolute smack in the face with a completely unrelated penalty.
Yeah. You can see some of the cheerleaders, they got some wigs on, pink wigs, really going into the theme.
I'm here for it.
Do you know what the theme is next week?
With a couple clicks of on my phone, I could tell you, but I can't tell you off the top of my head.
I really don't know. If I were to guess, it would have to be like neon, because I feel like that's like the one major one that we haven't done. And then obviously the Olentangy whiteout. I was saying last year, that's the greatest spectacle in all of high school football.
Absolutely.
Olentangy Berlin packing out the student section in all white. It's like the Penn State whiteout.
And I
they
just
got the palms too.
Yeah, and I just got from a correspondent that you're absolutely correct.
Heck
It's
yeah.
neon.
Miller's going to take the left handoff, bump it outside, but brought down by the Jerome defense. Fourth down offense coming off the field. Going to bring out the punt team.
See Chase Cone clear as day.
Yeah. Speaking of cowboy collars, I see Chase Arnold, number 20, rocking a cowboy collar.
That boy is so tough. I love to see it.
I like it. I don't really understand what the point of the cowboy collar is, but it just looks cool. It looks like...
Oh, roll out punt.
This is going to throw.
No. Come on.
So it looked like he was going to fake the punt there, little Aussie-style punt, and then Nardone was right there to block it, but he quickly pivoted and kicked it and downed it right. The Bears punt team downed it right at the 10, and Jerome at another unfortunate field position to start their drive.
Great punt either way. It's late in the game. I still haven't seen Sam Bruce tote that ball.
That's right.
I'm really trying to see him kick that ball again. I was talking to him after the game and a little bit into the school week, and I was like, hey, you're not kicking a little Gilbert, which is a rugby ball. And he was like, yeah, I'm well aware.
You think it's harder to kick a football or a rugby ball?
Well, believe it or not, a rugby ball is actually more Oh, my goodness.
Hudson.
Dominating tackle by Hudson Altman.
Hits him with the box, Selly.
Boy, you tough.
Big loss on the play. They marked him forward momentum.
Oh man!
Right at the line they were just at. But clock is ticking. 6:35 left to play in the fourth.
As I was saying, a rugby ball is much more similar to a soccer ball than it is a football. So
okay.
When you kick it end over end, it just kind of hurts. Football speak.
Lombardi's going to throw to Giantonio, overthrown by about 5 yards. Braylon Lopez on the coverage.
For having such flashy cleats and gloves, I think that he should be targeted more. Honestly, I'm not doubting this guy's talents. I'm sure he's a fantastic athlete.
He is.
I just haven't really seen him been targeted.
No, and I mean,
is that out of fear of Braylon Lopez? I don't know.
I mean, Braylon Lopez, he locked up Hollywood Walker against Orange, which is also which is weird to say because Hollywood Walker also did not get many targets. No, yeah, because Bray Laws locked him up.
Exactly. Fantastic.
But it also opened the opportunity for Lucas Fickle to run for almost 200 yards on the ground. Another pass intended for Giantonio, too high. Jerome's going to bring out the punt team. 6:15 left to play in the fourth, and
Jackson in squares.
things are looking.
Joseph in squares.
Things are looking grim for this Jerome team.
Joey in squares look back to the sideline. Let's see how far they can kick it.
Yeah, back from their own end zone.
I mean, as I was saying, these long snappers are so talented.
I feel like you're trying to jinx them here.
Maybe.
Well,
No.
that was right to the
It's
chest.
so perfect.
Another line drive punt.
You know,
Jerome's gonna wait for it to roll.
That's exactly what you see out of a rugby ball, too. You kick it end over end, it just kind of dead balls right where it was.
Yeah.
Sorry for all this rugby speak. You get me going, and I got to tell you all I know.
It's all right. Hey,
Just about
you know,
you
I
with the
just went off about Chris Boswell, so it's
all right. For those of you who don't know, Dylan Amos and Sam Bruce play rugby. Two fantastic players, as well as Will McCubbins, but I don't think we've seen much out of them tonight.
Tell us about that Aviators program.
Basically, in short, it's an all-Ohio team. You got to try out for it, and these guys made the highest level that you could possibly make. And Sam Bruce got, hold on, let's take a look at this run. AJ for about 2 yards, dotted at like, let's say the
45?
40, yeah, 45. It's a all-select team. You try out for it. They both made the white team. And I also tried out, as well as one with Cubbins. We both made the blue team. The white team is the highest, blue team second team. But Sam Bruce got the MVP of the finals, beating North Carolina in a highly contested match.
Wow.
Absolutely electric. I wish everyone could understand how much of an impact this guy has on the game.
Les lined up in the shotgun. Clark to his right. Going to hand off to Clark. He takes it down the middle, bounces it off to the right. Brought down, good run, brought down by Parker Middleton.
I'm telling you, if Delano Madison was watching this, he'd get mad. He'd get so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bounce that ball outside. I remember him crashing out on one of the older players. I forget his name.
Was it Kyle?
Yes, it was Kyle Zukowski.
I remember that too, minicamp.
Took a huge spin out of bounds, and he honestly was in the clear, but Nori was having none of that, and neither was Delano. And that's why he played dog.
Yep. That's why he was a linebacker, not a running back.
Absolutely.
Les lined up in the shotgun. Rhodey sidecar right. Clark behind Les. Les is just going to take it and run. He's got some space. Runs into Clark on the blocker.
Dominating block by Bryce Rhodey, number 86.
About a gain of 1. And Berlin is just slowly milking this clock.
5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Game.
Student section starting to file out slightly.
Graham warming up on the sideline. Maybe something for, maybe some looks for something to come. His foot's been relatively warm all night.
Yeah. He's got to stay warm.
Absolutely.
I believe the new student section tradition is going on right now as Clark takes the handoff up the middle.
Can you explain that to me?
I believe it was started by senior Jacob Bickley. He took inspiration from the Yankees bleacher creature roll call, and they're currently chanting all the names of the players on the defense until they turn around and acknowledge them. You know what? I love it.
That's ball knowledge right there. I've never heard of that.
It's a big thing.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Whose name are we hearing?
I believe we heard Chase Arnold. I think we heard Evan Barson down there. I'm not really sure. It's a little hard to hear from up here, but
you know, in my head, Evan Barson's still a little sophomore, but he's a junior now.
Yeah.
He's almost on his way out of high school.
Aggressive tackle by Drew Allen. Going to stop Clark right at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down. Going to see what Berlin's going to do. Clock is ticking.
It is really impressive what Berlin has done within these past couple of weeks. I don't know if there was a change. I don't know if the competition's easier, but these guys are real athletes on both sides of the ball, and they have really figured it out.
Yeah.
even if all 12 points were by a kicker.
Yeah.
No diss to Graham Flager. Absolutely, an absolute talent.
Yeah. What a leg. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Berlin really trying to melt this clock. Give Jerome minimal time to score. Les
another
takes
rollout
it,
kick.
another rugby punt. He's going to fair catch.
What is that? Tell me,
Wow.
Ref.
They're going to mark it right at the goal line. Nope, meeting of the minds right now between the refs. I know there was a little bit of holding right on that.
Tell me, Stripes.
On the kick returner for Jerome. There was a little bit of holding there. No flag down yet. Meeting of the refs trying to figure out where they're going to down this ball, whether if they want to call. They called it right at the goal line.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Electric.
This is a special teams clinic being put on by the Berlin Bears tonight.
Forgive my awkward stance. I was just peeking over to see who was blowing that train horn. That train horn is all too familiar from rugby.
Really?
Absolutely. Has to be, I believe it's Sam Bruce's dad. I can't necessarily tell who it is, but if I had to guess. Or Dylan Amos's dad.
They're saying Jerome touched the ball.
No way.
Wow. And that's going to seal it. I'm going to be honest, that's going to seal the game for Berlin.
Forgive if the score is wrong, but it seems to be 18-3 now, or 12-3. Seeing several flags on the field.
Wow, what a play. And I mean, if I'm a coach employed by Dublin Jerome High School and I'm in that film room Saturday, I am not a happy camper.
You know, I'm tossing papers around, I'm stomping on them, I'm telling them basic assignments.
I mean, special teams, man. You can't let special teams in a game like this where special teams, yes, they did decide the game. You can't let that happen.
Exactly. It shouldn't be up to them. Oh, no. Flag it on Berlin.
Gonna push him back 5. But you know you can't.
Of course, no shit on Jerome.
Yeah,
absolutely not. I'm not sure. I know that Berlin has had their fair share of those kind of moments.
Yeah, they have definitely struggled too this season. But Berlin has seemed to find, they have found new life. You know, the players are calling it the new season because they opened up conference play with a win.
Absolutely.
And anticipating a win tonight, they're going to move to undefeated in conference play to face Marysville next week on senior night, as Clark is going to take it into the end zone untouched.
Electric. He may not be the biggest runner out there, but he is so hard to take down.
He is. He is very hard to take down. He's a hard runner too.
Absolutely. He doesn't even run with his head down. He knows where he's going.
Yeah. He's got good ball carrier vision.
Absolutely.
Interesting look here we got from the Berlin
No way that we're
teams.
looking at it right now.
Not really sure what we're looking at.
Hey, you want that $5 back? Tell me what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to fake it, I guess. Didn't work.
You know, sometimes out of those formations, you see the entire line just crowd around the long snapper and we're just looking for a look, but looks like we actually move forward with the snap.
Yeah, looks like there's going to be a flag on Jerome too.
Wow.
So
I'm begging for them to pull it out again.
Looks like they're going to send the offense back on the field. Berlin is playing with their food right now.
Tell me.
Wow. Well, anticipating the offense. Yep,
absolutely.
Yep, offense is coming right out. Wow.
Never seen Berlin as a couple of people that, you know, would play with their food, but I guess they're just not too hungry.
No, not at all. They're fired up. I wouldn't say this is an embarrassment to Jerome, but I mean,
if I were anybody on Jerome's team right now, I'd smack somebody up right in the face.
Yeah, I mean,
oh
wide
my
open
goodness.
to Lincoln Kuckler. And the Bears go up 17 with 3:19 to play. Wow.
This is shaping up to be a better score differential than Thomas Worthington.
Yeah. Just, wow. I mean, not to harp, but, you know, you want to talk about shooting yourself in your own foot. That that is Dublin Jerome tonight. You cannot have special teams make that many mistakes. You know, you get a flag on the 2-point conversion, and it gives Berlin another chance, and now they go up 3 scores, and it essentially eliminates Dublin Jerome's chances of coming back and winning this game.
You know, don't count them out yet, though.
I'm willing to bet every dollar in my bank account that Berlin will win this game.
You know, I'm not too confident in this Jerome team, but you never know.
Yeah, I guess. I guess the line is probably like Berlin minus 900,000 right now.
Which on game day earlier today, there is a line mentioned, and we have no idea where that line came from. But I don't see why that would be wrong.
Yeah. Maybe on Kalshi, the new betting app. Bet on anything.
Absolutely.
Berlin student section letting them know that they need to start those buses, fire up those engines.
I actually think that they can take a small coach back to Jerome because the student section isn't too impressive.
Yeah. No band either, too. So
yeah,
they're probably looking at 3, maybe 4 buses compared to some teams when they bring 8, you know?
Yeah.
Like Berlin will bring 8 buses probably.
Maybe even more. The Berlin marching band only gets bigger.
Yeah, seriously. And they have their own truck too that they carry the instruments with.
They do.
You weren't here to see it, but you should have seen Darby had a semi.
No way.
Yes.
Full of what?
Full of instruments for their band.
That's
crazy.
Absolutely hilarious.
I mean, they had an insane lineup of percussion down like on the
they're a show
sideline.
band, aren't they?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of show bands. I find them to be a little bit boring.
But you know, it's somebody else's.
Yeah, it's you know, that's their thing. You can do your thing. I just don't like it because you're not playing a lot of songs that people like, you know, have heard before.
Yeah.
It's like songs from like
early 1900s.
The Hobbit, you know? I don't know.
The Hobbit.
No diss on like the Lord of Rings. I know a lot of people watch that. It's a popular show, but like I feel like they would play some songs from there.
Huge tackle for loss by Grant Gibson.
But yeah, you know, Berlin's band, they bring the energy every week and they play good songs.
Absolutely.
Although I thought they used to switch up their rotation a little bit more. I feel like they played Shut Up and Drive every single game.
And I do not care. That song is fantastic.
It is, yeah. I'm not going to disagree with that. But I thought it was every 3 games they would switch the 3-song lineup. But I don't know. I might be wrong.
You know, when I was in band, that used to be true. Seems as if they made a quarterback change. I don't know if it's out of health or if he's actually hurt.
Yeah, might be out of just
seems like
trying to get the young guy reps.
Yeah, Bryce Jenkins, number 15.
Jenkins.
Joey Insquare is still in the back.
Yeah, he's still going at it. Gonna bring up 4th down and short.
Joey Insquare had a great first half.
Yeah, he did. He was a hard runner and he played really well. If this 4th down, if Jerome has any life, this is their last breath, and they're going to fake the handoff. Going to be marked just short of the 1st down, and I would have to assume Berlin's going to come out in victory formation. Teams are lining up at the 50.
Already.
Wow. So a great win from Berlin tonight. A special teams masterclass, I would say. Great crowd on hand. I thought Berlin played pretty well, to be honest with you. And this team has new life.
Absolutely.
Who do you think, besides Graham Flegger, who is the MVP of tonight's game?
I say to positively blame. I say we say Tice Dent and Jacob Justinovic.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And AJ Clark. This guy runs like a beast. This guy's fantastic. Oh, tell him, Cuck. Tell him.
I mean,
number 87, Lincoln Cuckler, just talking.
I hate to kick him when they're down, right?
Yeah.
You could also give the MVP to the Dublin Jerome special team unit tonight.
Sadly.
I mean,
sadly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They handed Berlin the win tonight, and I feel like that can't happen.
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't. It's not necessarily easy per se. It's. I think Berlin's just more educated in this instance.
You know, I feel bad because I always kick the teams when they're down. Like, even when Berlin got blown out by Orange, I feel like I was like, this team, man, this team is soft.
Yeah.
They don't care. But, you know, they're back.
Yeah, they are. They're most certainly back.
Berlin Bears improved to 3-5, 3-0 in conference play.
Well, Dublin Jerome
falls to 500 on the season, 5-5. Or no, not 5, 4-4.
Yeah.
That is going to be it. John, it was a pleasure, man.
It was absolutely electric.
Great.
I always love to do this.
Thank you to Ian Miller for doing the camera, our advisors, Miss Bush and Mr. Meadows.
Absolutely.
And Dustin Kraus, the man, the Olentangy Tech man. He's the best.
Absolutely.
All right. This has been it from 3140 BSR. This has been Alex Stargatz.
And I'm John Stuffer. Thank you for tuning in.